Hello and welcome to this post-century episode of the Values
Mm.
Workshop podcast. Uh,
Yeah.
I have with me Chintan. You have a nice name. I was thinking that the entire podcast series on the Values Workshop is about contemplating on values. So Chintan is
Hmm.
a name that resonates with the theme of the attempt.
Yeah.
I have a very interesting theme that I had
Hmm.
noted a couple of weeks back. So it came to me today. What we will speak on is the burden of intellect.
Hmm.
Okay. Um, okay. The very first question I have immediately is intellect, can intellect be a
Hmm.
burden?
Mm. I mean, it depends. If you are, I don't think it should be a burden. First of all, I think it should set you free in a way. It should enable you to, to do things that you want to do. In obviously, in your own way. Because as you go forward, you have your own narrative and perspective to things. So you might as well use it well. If you're not able to use it well, and if that doesn't enable you, then it might become a burden.
Okay. So let us, while you were answering, I wanted to simplify it for both of us. Define intellect
Hmm.
according to you. What rudimentary definition?
Hmm.
What is
Hmm.
intellect according to you?
I think intellect is a perspective more than or a way of how do I say it
Can I? Can
a
I?
lot of it depends on the solution. How you if you are, suppose, for example, if you are in trouble, how you solve certain things is so much depends on your intellectual and overall what we are talking about.
Okay, I had. Okay, let me try and give you an answer which I was thinking of.
Hmm.
Since we are trying to be universal in our answer, uh,
Hmm.
is it? Can it simply be defined as a rational way to approach things? By
Absolutely.
rational, I mean because it can be learned knowledge. Uh,
Hmm.
because emotionally we may differ at times.
Yeah.
Because it depends upon how we
Hmm.
perceive a situation. But rational makes it intellectual, and intellectual means theoretical knowledge of a subject, which we kind of all agree on. It might be the subject might be
Hmm.
this.
Yeah.
So if that is the way that we perceive the world, considering that we are a technology based world as we go along further and
Hmm.
further into this, um, does intellect become a lot more heavy, if it is the term that I would want to use? Because all of us are now challenged to be equal to the task of understanding different things and being able to communicate them to a larger audience, be it through social media or in real life or sitting down in conversation with other people of reasonably good intellect.
Yeah.
So, do you think that makes it heavy for all of us? We feel the burden of being up to it.
No, yeah, I don't think it should be a burden. I mean, I will not talk about others. I'll talk about myself. I will. So see, it all depends on how you want to portray yourself, and it all depends on how you solve things with your intellectual, or how you are living your life with this intellectual you have in you.
Capacity.
Exactly. So I don't think there should be any pressure to be out there. There shouldn't be any pressure to just express yourself.
Okay. Can you give me a real time example? Anything that, say, because you've used the same words twice. So there's something running at the back of your head, perhaps, in terms of an example. So if you have a problem, any example, work-wise, personal, where you had a problem and you use your intellectual prowess to solve it, small, big, anything.
I mean, it's doesn't usually come from the intellectual. Doesn't actually yet come from me at times. But there were problems when I was going through a lot of things in my life, and once it happened that I was feeling terrible. I was at a very dark space, and I have very few selected people who I went to, like everyone. So there was this one time when I told Harshik, who is one of my partner, I was like, you know what, I think all the bad things are happening to me because, and I don't deserve good things because um, I have done all the bad shit in my life in the past. So he told me that, you know what, that's just a stupid talk that you're telling yourself. It's you're trying to be a victim out there. Don't be that. So you rather just accept whatever has happened and just move on. So that time, what I, in my capacity, I had to do was I had to just listen to him, and that, you know what, maybe whatever he's saying is right, and maybe that might just do something better to me and stop making me feel terrible right now. So maybe whatever intellectual that he had, he passed it on to me and gave me a way.
Okay. So I have good that you came up with this example. I thought if this discussion doesn't go down that route, I'll give you an example like this. This is exactly what I wanted to ask you.
Yeah.
You said you were in a dark space. Now, when we define the dark space, it is mostly coming from an emotional expression of things. You're looking at things in a bleak manner or a bright manner. These are emotional reactions, right?
Barabar.
This is an emotional reaction. Now I'm going to dissect the entire story that you said to get to my question. You have an emotional reaction. You have the intellectual capability to use your intellect, but you're not using it. You make another emotional choice, which is going to a friend who will understand or who might at least empathize, even or maybe give a solution. We all want a release out of pain. There's no exception to that rule.
Yeah.
So you go to that friend.
Yeah.
That friend tells you something. Now you make space to buy into that argument. And then you act upon it, and that's how the solution comes. If we were to break this whole thing. Now, a couple of things I want to bring up here. This is what I meant by the question of the burden of intellect. It's not the absence of intellect in your case that caused it, but because the emotional reaction to things is so strong, then you are using your intellect to draw inferences that, okay, I have heard the theory of karma, so I have done bad karma, so I am reaping the effects of that today. However, from whatever source you heard it or you believed it, one can argue that that is also a belief system, but I wouldn't want to dissect it so fine yet. If at all we reach a point in the conversation, then we'll see. But so far, so this is what you believed in, and that is how it was affecting you. So what I meant was your intellect was actually acting against you, which was leading to the emotional downfall more and more. Now, that's exactly what I meant when I said social media is one more thing. Social media is the same thing. The entire Facebook and all other things that we are addicted to, Insta, whatever, likes and comments and interaction is all dopamine rush. They have planned it like that. So again, they've used their intellect to fuel our emotional responses. Okay, the entire structure of that edifice is built upon people garnering the number of likes or not, or the interaction
Absolutely.
happening.
Yeah.
Now, in that scenario where we are all part of it today,
Hmm.
and we
Hmm.
all have our own solo journeys also. In fact, this morning I was thinking my best friend seems to be the phone, which I hated. The very thought, I said, how
Yeah,
bad
yeah,
can it
yeah.
get? Why can't I just sit quietly with myself for a while? I've tried doing things like leaving it in the room and going to another room and sitting without the phone. I've been
Hmm.
thinking of going on walks without any phone except my dad's old phone, which is like just a phone.
Hmm.
It's not a smartphone. But now my question to you is, how does one, if there is a scenario like yours and you remove your friend out of the equation for a while, because that was the
Hmm.
sensible thing to do. Thankfully, you landed up going there. But I know
Yeah.
of quite a few people who are getting into a circle of, oh, nothing good is happening to me, and why I'm putting this question is, if you give them a proper intellectual, rational answer. So, for example, even if you are, say you are a believer in God, and I say, which God do you like, and you say Hanuman, for example, and I'll say, okay,
Hmm.
one you whatever day Hanuman ka hai, you go to the temple and you go and just pray and come, do nothing, just go sit and tell your troubles to Hanuman. It doesn't matter. Don't pray also. That's also okay if I give you
Yeah.
a solution
Yeah.
like this. But then you start saying, hey, you know what? But throughout my life, I have never done this. I'm going for my own personal selfish reason. There is no emotion involved. There is no devotion involved.
Hmm.
So
Hmm.
again, you come up with an answer to that. So they have a question for that answer. So now my question to you, that is what dark spaces are about. These are bad
Exactly.
spaces that we keep on going around in circles.
Yeah.
Um, Post whatever Harshik said,
Hmm.
how did you implement it? What did you tell yourself?
Uh,
I can't believe that the dark space went overnight. It wasn't a
Obviously,
dark
it
space.
wasn't. It no, it was a process for a while. So what happened to me is, I mean, as a person, I'm quite emotional with things. Mess like if you tell me one thing, I'll make 10. Like there are different. There are around 100 chintans in my head who will debate on one topic, and they'll analyze something, and then they'll make statistics out of it, and then will come one final solution. So to deal with that, I started to. I'm still learning that. I haven't obviously achieved where I want to be mentally, but what I've tried to do is I started this practice of being detached with things for a while.
Okay.
Uh, like I've started practicing detachment with things. Not, I mean, positive detachment. Not like I'm not gonna talk to them. I'm just gonna go away from all the dark things. And no, I know that that exists. That will always be around me. So I just have to acknowledge it and कि हाँ हो सकता है सभी but मुझे ये करना है. So I deliberately want to look at the positive side, not for the heck of being happy, because I think happiness is also quite overrated all the time. You have to feel all the emotions equally, but yeah, I told myself that I'm going to be detached with things and not let things affect me as much.
Okay. I I love what you said because it opens up the conversation in a nice manner.
Hmm.
Um, First, the clever comment: those 100 guys elected uh, the new president of the US in your head. That's how slow the voting counting was.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And
Democratic mind.
yeah, uh, good that you said stop the count and get to
Yeah.
work. uh, I liked what you said, Shirley, because now what you're telling me, if
Hmm.
I were to understand correctly, is intellect and its reasoning of the dark space, emotion and the dark space it really feels,
Hmm.
debates and the many ways of looking at things. All of these things lead to a sense of holistic outlook you try to build. You give all of them space. You're not making them fight or win or lose or any such thing.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Acknowledge these are many facets of myself. I will acknowledge them. And yet, while all of them are fighting or getting together, you are saying one thing that needs to be done is being done. So if it is work,
Hmm.
or it is your personal life, or it is your
Yeah.
going for a wedding or a party or a this or that, you're still doing that while acknowledging
Absolutely.
all of these things happen. I want to know, how did you arrive at this? Was there an episode that helped you get this perspective that there are many more things, not just one, or was it gradual? What led to this understanding?
I mean, a lot of failures and a lot of, I won't call them failures, but a lot of setbacks in my own head. I mean, they weren't really setbacks as well. Like if I do some mistake, then I'm very confrontational. I say sorry, like uh, it's like my favorite word. And I talk to people. Okay, bhai, galti ho gaya mere se. So I'm really sorry. Tell me what went wrong here. I'm quite honest like that. Okay, मैं क्यों नहीं पूछूं? मतलब whoever is there, if I screw up something, I go and ask people. Okay, tell me where did I went wrong.
Hmm.
So people told me, and again, I'll keep going back to Harshik and Vinit because these last 3 years have been very transformational as a person as well since we started our own business. Uh, I have my own fights with simplicity.
Okay.
Like I want all these big things in life. I wanted all these grand things like go out and buy things and all of that. And my approach to life has also become like that in a lot of ways. So while talking about ideas, while talking about life in general, I was always like a megalomaniac. And so Harshik and Vinit used to tell me, you know what, there are simple things. And time also told me, like, there are simple things around that you should look at and then you should appreciate. And one fine day we got into an argument, and then the argument went on to me being a very arrogant sort of a person in my head. And then I was like, no, I think what they're trying to say is look at the simple stuff where the life comes from. Not always, it doesn't have to be big all the time with what you want. So, sorry, I totally missed your question and I went
No,
off for
I
a
like
while.
it. I like it. This is absolutely right. So, yeah. So, the process you're describing the process.
Yeah.
My question is from arrogance to humility. Again, the
Hmm.
question remains the same with a little more piercing, concentrated part. So,
Hmm.
this part from arrogance to saying sorry to everyone. Now, these seem contrary to me.
Yeah.
So, how did
So,
that?
I wasn't arrogant to people. I was just arrogant and myself. Like I would bully myself. Okay, why are you doing that? Why would you say that? Like I said, I analyze things just too much, over analyze things and overthink too much. So I stopped myself from doing that, and I looked at the simple things like they can't be thinking like that about me. They can't be doing that about me. Or everyone wants, maybe I'm just projecting onto others. So to be honest, they were the ones who told me that just calm down. And through the process I realized कि नहीं यार मतलब basically I listened to people whoever was trying to tell me something.
So what was not happening earlier? Why were you arrogant earlier and what happened? Is there a sense of, okay, let me rephrase this. What was it about Harshik's and Vinit's tone?
Hmm.
What was it about this kind of trust, or what brought this about? How how did this acceptance of a differing point of view? See, arrogance is listening to only oneself.
Yeah, that's what. So that's where it happened. Like I would have my ideas to myself and I would not work upon it. I would just stay back and think over it. Okay, chal, I'm right. I will do this. I will do this. And whenever everything is done, I would just in the end tell them that this is what it is. Then they would be like, no, I mean you should be open to others. You should talk to others so that your idea will also grow from maybe seed to a plant. Not just keep it to yourself because it might just rot later.
Okay.
So just to open up myself, just to open me up, they pushed me in a way. Okay, just look at a simpler side as well to life.
Okay. Uh,
Yes, yes.
So, no, my question is unanswered yet in terms of you
Okay.
did talk about your process. Uh, Let me just think how to phrase it. Okay, I have been. Okay, I'll give you a funny way of
Hmm.
how I got into that zone when I was
Hmm.
far. Um, I think in my twenties, late 20s or early 30s.
Hmm.
I had this friend, and we used to have these huge posters on near the station. So there was this poster of a tiger which said, "It is hard to be humble when you are as great as I am." And I used to quote it to a friend. And then obviously 15, 20 years have passed. And the other day, last year or something, we were chatting on WhatsApp and she quoted that. I said that
Hmm.
now the tiger is old. It's quite humble. Um, and I was looking back. One thing that helped me particularly was this intense need to learn
Hmm.
writing. In my case, writing. The uh, knowledge itself was quite fulfilling,
Hmm.
and I also had the sense of not feeling good enough in my work. So I worked a lot about that. Luckily, the guy who taught me, unfortunately, passed away last year, but Nurul Islam,
Hmm.
he believed in me. So even while I had my questions whether I was good enough, he kept believing in me. And the combination of these things, I listened, uh, and it worked for me. This combination. So what I'm trying to get from you,
Exactly.
this combination of things. I heard. Obviously, he was uh, very senior to me, and his
Hmm.
belief in me gave me a lot of strength, which was an emotional reaction. And he
Hmm.
never laughed at any of my questions. I could ask as many questions, as many stupid questions as I wanted. He never laughed at it. I would ask him the most ridiculous questions. My line, which is the worst line, I would say, client has loved it. So why are you allowing me to send it? This is not the best we can do for the client. He would say, this is not your first line. For example, you gave him the best line first,
Hmm.
he did not buy into it. The second one, he didn't buy. Now he's buying the
Yeah.
seventh line. Obviously, there's only so much you can do. It is his money.
Hmm.
Stop being arrogant. His ad. He has every right to buy what he wants to.
Yeah.
So these kind of questions and answers kind of worked for me. So my question to you is: here is a here is a person who is very arrogant,
Hmm.
uh,
Hmm.
very clear about how he wants to live his life. He comes in contact with two people. What is
Hmm.
it about this combination that kind of put you at ease with being humble about it? Why would you be humble? Why were you not humble earlier if it was that easy? What was the trigger point?
I think I was humble in with others. What I'm trying to say is I would just feel that I'm right. Like with my ideas and all of that, I would feel that I'm right and whatever I'm doing is right. And I had a very narrow view of life. And when I met Harshik and Vinith, that maybe that narrowness just opened up, maybe. And
And what made it open
as you
up?
said,
What made
I I listened to a lot of things that we were trying to do, and we were facing things like rejections happened, and then a lot of projects happened, a lot of learnings happened throughout the way. Uh, and as I think creative people, we feed off energies of each other and things as well. Whatever we see, whatever we read, whoever we are with. So them being so grounded and them being so their feet would always touch the ground, like even if their minds were always up there. That's what I realized, and that's what I aspire to be. So seeing them work, seeing them, being with them. And yeah, I think that was a process as well. And the dark phase in between just triggered the whole thing. कि ये बहुत हो गया है, अभी तू यही कर रहा था, अभी you need a change now. You have to just disrupt things so that you see it in a different light, see yourself in a different light. And I think it didn't happen ऐसा बहुत पहले की बात भी नहीं, अब भी during the lockdown only this, I mean during the lockdown or before the lockdown, it all just happened.
I think I'll have to get Vineet on the show because Harshik also seems to have changed during the lockdown. You seem to change during the lockdown. Vineet, poor guy, he was always locked down forever. Okay, no, on the serious note,
Hmm.
I like what you said. It is an answer to what I had asked. Now, my next question is, the dark phase is past. The negativity or the rejections kind of helped you get a reality check on that you're not as great as you think you were.
Yeah.
And it kind of made you relook at what were certainties as assumptions. You were certain.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
exactly what happened was like you build your world, you build a world in your head कि by 26 or by 27 तो मतलब ये होगा वो होगा, ये कर रहा हूँगा मैं, वो कर रहा हूँगा. So by the time you are 26 27 and you are doing only half or even 10% of the things, you realize कि भाई there is the हाँ मतलब there's a huge gap. So come down. And then so yeah, that happened. And when you actually practically apply yourself, when you talk to people, when your hands start shivering, that's when you realize हाँ कि चलो now things might change because you are pushing yourself. And I think that happened a lot of times, even while presenting things, even while talking to people, I pushed myself. And yeah, it's still work in progress. It will always be work in progress, I think.
Yeah, I guess so. Um, that's exactly where my next question is leading to. So, since this is the burden of intellect that we are trying to look at, the prism is that. So, we kind of studied a bit of what has worked for you was a sense of humility because you were willing to listen to other people. Um, a sense of self introspection where you were willing to relook at, be unsure. It's a word that is quite debased in the world of knowledge. Everybody wants to say, I know, I've got the answers, let's do it this way. But actually, I don't know is quite a good friend to have. Being unsure is quite a good friend to have. It leaves room for trying things as far as my knowledge goes. Um, I'll just try and put in a little of my experience at this stage of my career. Um, when I write copy now, I've spent 25 years in the business, so there's very little I have not done. Sold everything that is possible to sell because this and that and fashion and cement and building material, whatever you want to call it, I have kind of somehow worked on the brands. Even now, when I work with someone, sometimes new people come and talk to me and they kind of reject my copy outright, or they say this is not good enough, or you've not got it. Very, 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 very lately, in the last couple of weeks, I can say, I have stopped minding anything at all. I'll just rework it. One case in point, you know as well, the website that I tried to write for you all was just written and it just went out of the window, and I don't even feel bad. It's just like, yeah, okay. It is. I have started seeing the process a lot more than I see myself, and I see myself as a contributor to the process. At some points, it's like a jigsaw puzzle which falls in place. At some points, it does not. The sense of course, I can't say that I'm absolutely untouched by it. I do feel bad, but it is very mild in comparison to what used to be earlier. When I used to, even some days are bad where you're thinking these guys are not even getting it. But that also leaves me a healthy sense of disregard for my own success as well. So there's a project that I'm doing right now. 4 days back, the client was going gaga over, wow, what copy is written without listening to our brief. He's got it be right. So I was waiting. Okay, so now within 2 days he is going to say that this guy doesn't know something, and in 2 days he calls back and he says grammar is atrocious and this is not done and
Hmm,
that.
hmm.
I'm like, okay, I've been trying to ask for feedback on something else. So now, so things are like that.
Yeah.
They are volatile. There are good things. There are bad things. All of them, like what you described in your head, that is what works for me.
Hmm.
That there are too many things in life,
Yeah.
in our assumptions, in our experiences, which are out of our control.
Hmm.
The only thing, so what I've tried to bring in is figure out in this whole offering, which is a part which relates to me, which I can control. So there are
Hmm.
two things that I have realized. One is my own mind,
Hmm.
which I try and bring to a level of at least um, decent sense of acceptance.
Yeah.
That okay, these guys are not liking it, or this is not working. Sometimes it happens that 3, 4 times I have done something and you're not still not liking it. So I have to just accept that
Hmm.
this is not working out. So I kind of leave it
Hmm.
and tell you, let it be. Monies and also I don't even fight about. Beyond the point, then I just leave it, that let it be, because the idea is to give you something that you can use.
Yeah.
Money can be discussed, but the idea was to communicate, and if I help you do that, then it's good. If I haven't, then it doesn't matter that I have, we are discussing about something else altogether. Then
Yeah.
that is one part. The second thing I realize is, what can I do practically is to sit and rewrite it, to sit and study about the subject,
Hmm.
or to listen to you a lot more carefully. Sometimes it is, this is letting out a trade secret that I use, but it's like if I'm talking to
Secret recipe.
and I have to do suppose your
Ha,
work. So
ha.
I just listen to the words that you use and I give you back your words in a little more
Hmm.
um, better manner. But I use the
Yeah.
same words because I've realized you are attached
Hmm.
to your idea. So
Yeah.
I don't want to sit and fight. I was telling somebody, we were discussing, most of the debates in the world happen because we've already decided and then we are trying to show that we are intellectually relooking, but we are not reviewing anything. We have already decided.
Absolutely.
Whether it is this presidential election, I am reading good things. People are very happy and all that stuff. But today itself, I posted something on Facebook which was कितने दिनों के प्यासे होंगे यारो सोचो तो शबनम का कतरा भी जिनको दरिया लगता है. मतलब let's be very practical. वो यूएस का
Yeah.
president,
Yeah.
he is not going to come and do anything for India unless it is fulfilling some purpose
Yeah.
that he has in mind.
Yeah.
Yet we are so happy because we are just any ray of hope. We are just grasping. So
Yeah.
essentially
Just change
that
some
says,
narrative to it.
but that says so much more about our state of mind than actually what is happening.
Hmm.
So ये जब, when I understand this, I come back to myself and I ask myself, Bunty, why are you happy about this president coming? And are you absolutely sure this is the right thing? And I always find that I'm not sure. I like this sense of trepidation about things, or a lot of people would call it pessimism. I like that.
Hmm.
I think थोड़ा
Yeah.
space उसके लिए रखना जरूरी है कि life is going to
Absolutely.
really catch you unawares. But COVID मतलब is actually a slap on the face of humankind who is still talking technology and economy. मतलब it is
Yeah.
telling you whatever the hell you can do, I can just one little virus and I can just bring you to your knees
Yeah.
and the whole world at one go.
Yeah. Yeah.
So in a way, it kind of uh, needs a bit of humility on our end. So now my question to you, why I describe this longish answer,
Hmm. 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 Hmm.
from the dark space to this attitude, you have kind of told us your process, whatever
Yeah.
happened. Now from this process to moving towards light, since this episode will be aired on Diwali, I think.
Yeah.
I think it's a good coincidence. I want to talk from uh,
Yeah.
Jyotirgamaya, like they call it, to move towards
Yeah.
light. So how does that happen for you? What is it that you are working towards, or what do you have in at
Hmm. Hmm.
present? What are the things that work for you in this process?
So, like you said, it's sometimes it's so difficult to tell yourself that, what I'm doing is important. It is really tough that, it takes a while to, because there are a lot of bigger things happening in the world that, कि मैं इधर बैठ के मैं ये क्या कर रहा हूँ. I should rather be doing that. But I think everyone to their own. We have our own stories to tell. We have our own bills to pay. And what I have done is I have purely gone with my intuitions and love for whatever I do. Even with relationships, even with the people that I meet, it's only for the love, or else I will not do it. So yeah, I mean, there's even our value of our work. It is like that. If we don't like something, then we don't even take it up, like work wise. And life wise also, like I don't do half measures. Even with, I might just tell no, or I'm all in. So I think that's the perspective that has helped me throughout, just to you know just to do good things. And yeah.
So it's an interesting thing that you kind of connected back to the topic in that sense. So when we started, we were talking about the burden of intellect. Now, if you
Hmm,
realize that this kind of space that you've given yourself, it is allowing you to use your intellect. The first answer that you give,
hmm,
that you use what you have to solve whatever problem that you have.
exactly.
So now it effectively means that the problems may happen or not,
Hmm,
but you have given yourself space, or what I sometimes like to call the pause button. Just pause, just wait. Don't be in a
yeah,
hurry
yeah, yeah.
that this is what the situation is. And use your intellect. So when intellect was your master, you were suffering, you had dark spaces. Now you acknowledge the
Hmm,
dark spaces also. I refuse to believe
exactly.
that the dark spaces go away. We are all Batman in a way.
Yeah.
That's why we love Batman, because he is the
Exactly.
guy with the genuine sense of dread
Yeah,
and
yeah,
insecurity of a very high order. Very,
yeah,
it's almost as if he lives two lives at once.
exactly.
And he is,
Yeah, the arrogance and the,
yeah,
yeah,
yeah. So we all have
correct.
that, and that's
Yeah,
why we kind of empathize with that character and say that this is me. It's very contemporary
absolutely.
in that sense.
Hmm,
Uh, so the space is one part. Tell me something on the learning front. Now that you've created that space, is there is there any emphasis you lay on now this newly created space in your mind, which is no longer preoccupied by darkness or lightness or
hmm,
this
hmm,
that?
hmm, hmm.
Does it give you a better edge in your own working because your mind is calmer? How does that
Yeah.
affect your quality of work and approach to life, whatever?
So I think what clearly happened in this whole clarity, coming to clarity phase, is that I understood my individuality. That मैं ऐसा सोचता हूँ यार, उसमें क्या गलत है. वो ऐसा सोचता है, मैं ऐसा सोचता हूँ. So I just found my own perspective to things, and which is, I mean, I was waiting for that to happen. Thank God it happened. So yeah, I found my individuality as, I I would do things in my way. I would do this in my way. I was It's sort of a sense of freedom that happened, and now I can, now I'm more confident while I'm pitching, while I'm talking to people. And yeah, I mean, there's no, what we do, there's no right, I mean, in our field there's no right or wrong. It's just stories that we have to tell in our way. It has to be just interestingly just laid out well. So that's what I realized. Okay, it's your story, yeah. You just have to say it in your way. There's no right or wrong as such. And yeah, that's what I'm trying to do right now, even
Okay.
if it's annoying to someone, or even if I might be wrong or anything.
So, okay, then that this leads me to a very interesting question. You started with the same attitude where you were arrogant, and now
Hmm.
to say, I have discovered my individuality and these are, if
Yeah.
somebody finds it annoying, so be it. What is the difference? ऊपर से तो दोनों same लगता है.
Huh.
Where
So what I'm trying to say is it's this clarity of acknowledging others as well. It's being being true to yourself. What I was looking at is just I was pushing this thing in everyone's head and into me, into my life also, that what I'm doing is right. I want these things. I want these kind of, I want to buy that. I want to go out there. I want to take a trip. But on a human level, I feel more at peace right now with myself. The 100 chintans in my head are all fine. They are all not at war anymore. They are all sorted now. They have their own opinions. They are more understanding, if I say so. And honestly, I am less bullying to myself. What I've done is whenever I'm making a coffee, I'm singing songs these days. I go out for a run. So yeah, I mean, I love this transformation that has happened from being this bully to myself and arrogance to just shun away other people and not listening to them. I'm more calmer and accepting to things now. That's the change that has happened. Yet I
yeah.
want to have my own say.
So this is beautiful. So are you, I'm asking, I don't know whether my perception of what you said is right. So would it be fair to say that once you start accepting yourself with your flaws, with your dark spaces, with your
Yeah.
100 things that run in your mind, you also start accepting others. And in
Yeah.
the process, you get to say what you want. And because your intent is not to hurt others, but to express yourself. Is that a major difference? Earlier, it was to convince others that you are great. Now you're convinced that great or
Exactly.
bad, this is what I am, and
This is me. Yeah.
so there is no adjective in your head. This is my perception. This is how I can see the creative process, the film, life, whatever.
Yes.
Like somebody might say, why do you have to sing while that's his problem, while coffee he may not like to sing.
Yeah.
It takes all kind,
Yeah. Yeah.
all kinds to make the world. Whenever
Yeah.
you're feeding me coffee, I'm okay with you singing for the record.
Yeah.
uh, this is wonderful. I read something yesterday by a monk on
Hmm.
Facebook of all things, and I want to bring that and I want to know what you think about that. He said something similar to what you've been talking about. He says there is
Hmm.
too much of burden on happiness.
Hmm.
I do not believe the purpose of life is happiness. The purpose of life is wholeness.
Yes.
This is exactly the term that he's used. And I thought
Absolutely.
it was very interesting because he said all experiences lead to a sense of wholeness, which leads to peace of mind.
Yeah.
And the lady who had asked the question to which this response was, the lady had said, why do I have to be perfect in everything?
Hmm.
So he said, stop asking why. Because there can be many, many, many answers to the why. You are colored by your past, you're colored by your country, you're colored by the people you grow up with, you're colored by your own prejudices, um,
Yes.
a thousand things. Anything can be why. He says just figure out how you are going to reduce the impact and be peaceful. That should
Yeah.
be the question to ask instead of asking why. And I found it was amazingly simple. I try and live like that, but sometimes when
Hmm.
obviously those are monks, they spend their entire lives studying this.
Yeah.
When they say it, they may land up saying something in 3 paragraphs that you and I struggle in like 3 hours of film.
Yes.
So they just say
Absolutely.
it precisely. This is what it is.
Yeah.
So I was resonating with that line when you spoke about this. So okay. Is there presently anything, any sense of discomfort that you have with any part of your life? Now I'm going a little more because I want to put this on record as well. Success stories are something that
Hmm.
I'm not very enamored by. Sheerly
Yeah.
because, at least the values workshop is trying to cover vulnerabilities. dark spaces, if you want to call them, being unsure, lack of confidence, and yet riding into your journey. However,
Hmm.
you may struggle, you may fall, you may fall back upon philosophy, find that philosophy doesn't work for you or whatever. Since you've been helping sometimes with the episodes in terms of editing a bit,
Yeah, yeah.
whenever you would have seen that this is not really about the end of the podcast. End of the podcast, everybody is happy, we are happy, but that's not really. I like
Yeah,
journey because sometimes it just falls in place, and I like to end it there. But
yeah.
in your case, I would want to ask, uh, what is the part that you are still unhappy about right now, and what are you doing to work upon
Hmm. Hmm.
with this new mindset, with this free mindset, with this happy mindset, with this cheerful outlook of life?
Yeah,
What is it that you're doing so that you do not fall back upon? I'm not uh, being a mischief monger here, saying that वैसा कुछ है
yeah,
नहीं. But knowing life, life likes to trick us into believing that you've sorted it and then comes and throws a bomb that you're absolutely.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
So, what is it in terms of practice? How do you regulate that this emotional intellectual mix stays sane and does not?
Hmm.
Is there anything you
I
do?
think my battle with expectations is to I mean, like everyone, we all have expectations, but my expectations are daily based. So what I'm trying to fight right now is I expect a lot of things in a day. Like I want to do that. I'm gonna meet her. I'm gonna do that. I'm going out with them for a drink. I want to finish this work as well. I'm going to do that as well. So just not have to do so many things in a day and not pressurize myself uh, by just having these unnecessary expectations for me and others as well. Because when I'm telling them that I'm going to meet them or I'm going to do that, uh, I mean, it's a word, right? I've told them. So to not pressurize me or them as well, I want to not create these expectations which are unnecessary or which becomes a burden to me. And
So how do you do that?
yeah,
How do you not
so
place expectations?
that's the fight that I'm fighting right now, by just being honest, by just being honest to them as well, by being honest to myself as well कि मैं इतना ही कर सकता हूँ, accepting कि भाई नहीं, दिन में इतनी सारी चीजें नहीं हो सकती, तो तुझे इतनी खुशी नहीं मिलने वाली एक दिन में.
Mhm.
So शांत हो जा. So
Is
yeah,
it
you can't
yourself
get
or to
everything in
others?
a day.
To yourself or to
Sorry,
others?
this
Is
is to myself. This is to myself. Okay, you don't expect too many things out of the day, and when there are bad days, I just tell myself that it's okay, it's just not your day. Just कल होगा या फिर परसों होगा. Just it's not your day. Just be silent today. शांत हो जा आज. So that's the thing that I tell myself these days. And there is this one thing. There are so many things I want to say and do and create. I'm just trying to find some of the other way. How do I find a medium to do that? So these are the two things that I'm fighting with right now.
okay. I have so many questions, but I will ask only one simple question. Why is the
Yeah.
word fight being used here?
Yeah, I use that a lot actually. So the thing is, as I said, like that bully in me has always been there. Like as a child, I was a bully to others.
Okay.
Then there was a transformation that happened is when I moved to Mumbai from Surat. I became a bully to myself. Okay, this is what you have to do. This is what you are going to do. This is how you should be. This is what you should wear. This is how you're going to present. So it has been a fight for me in my head how to just yeah, it's sort of a fight that I have been fighting in my head about being that thing, that being that person that I want to be. But in a more clarified way that I just spoke about.
Do I dig deeper? Are you okay to speak in public?
Yeah,
Or
yeah, I am
okay. So
absolutely
now
honest. Yeah.
the what is it that will make you peaceful and happy? Where will this fight go? What is it that will happen and then you know that there is no fight anymore? What is that one thing that you are very sure ये हो गया तो हो जाएगा? मतलब I am asking from a very deep point of view. Uh,
Hmm.
okay, this is what I want. What kind of acceptance is this?
Hmm. Like I said, I mean, a little example is that I'll go back to singing while I'm making my coffee. So I want to be that sort of a. I am that. I know that. Whenever I turn off the, whenever I'm inside my room, I can dance. I'm the best dancer ever. But I just want to be that. So I want to put out the dance to everyone. You know what I'm saying? It's just an example. But so there's a lot of things that goes in my mind, and that I want to say, and maybe write, or I don't know. So yeah, to just able to express that, to just able to do that sort of those those things will not make it a fight then.
Okay, so my question is it there are two manifestations that came out to me. You're
Hmm.
calling it expression, but you're calling it also acknowledgement of I'm the best dancer in the room, but others also need to know that.
No, what
So,
I'm trying to say is I want to just be happy and dance around the way I want to. Why I'm stopping myself is what the fight is.
so okay, suppose you do dance around. Let us just look at that from a different point of view. What would happen according to you?
I will eventually feel good. I mean, I'll eventually just be doing my happy dance, maybe
Yeah, so but where is the
just
problem?
being out
Why is
there.
the happy dance not happening? What is stopping it from happening?
It's this fight of just being out there, being yeah, am I doing it right, or am I just
So fear of being judged.
yeah, the insecurities and stuff like that.
So I thought you said those 100 chintans are quite peaceful with each other. So these three, four are being discriminated
No,
against.
I also no, I also said this is all a work in progress.
No, I'm not.
So
Not even putting you
yeah.
down. I'm
No,
just
no,
giving you a perspective, your wisdom back to you.
yeah.
Actually, that if those 100 who were screaming for attention was this only, no? We do not
Um,
demarcate
like
it properly, but actually this is exactly what they ask for. One of them will say, but you are not being acknowledged. The second one would say, you can be more successful. Three is go solo. Fourth is work with partners. Fifth is by now you should have been here. Whatever, those kind of things only.
yeah.
So these three, four are
So,
not.
so that's what I'm saying. No, that's what I'm saying. I'm saying it led me to, happily just make my coffee and sing the songs that I want to sing. So might as well someday it will happen that, I might just go out and dance as well. So, so it's a process that's happening. It's an action.
Okay. It is not so you are happy that it is you are on the journey of making it happen, and that is what
Hmm,
eases your mind. That it's not that you're
exactly.
just worrying. So the black space, if one were to define it, was absolutely inaction. Now there is action on
Hmm,
the dream. So at some point the
hmm,
dream will get fulfilled. You don't need to think too
yeah,
much.
exactly. But it's still a fight for me.
I am, yeah. The word fight is a bit of a concern
Yeah,
because that effectively to me reeks of unhappiness, and the manifestation you're talking is happiness. So I can't
yeah.
figure out where fight is where the fight is actually happening. Um,
Hmm.
yeah, I guess that requires a different kind of talk. Okay.
Yeah, I think, like I said in the beginning, I don't see it as just being happy. Just there are a lot of layers which I want to just open up to myself as well. And by the time, I don't know when, but I might have explored a lot of things about myself in some time, hopefully. So yeah.
So the second thing that you mentioned was more about the creative aspect of it, where you said that
Yeah.
there are a lot of ideas
Hmm.
that you have that you want to express.
Hmm.
So my question to you is a little more grounded in that sense. Do you
Yeah.
have discipline? Are you doing something about it, or are these ideas just in the head and you're not finding time? Is that where the frustration is coming from?
Uh, See, there's a commercial work that we do, and there's this another thing that I just told you about saying the stories that I want to say, maybe write something, maybe do something about that. So yeah, it is about having the discipline which is not there. It is yeah, it's not there. It's that discipline that has to be achieved first and then get to that. So yeah,
So is that one of the
try-
answers to your the fight can get resolved on that front,
it
perhaps?
is it is it is.
Are you aware of that? And if you're aware of that, are you doing something about it?
I'm trying to be disciplined with things. I think far more disciplined towards my work, commercial work that we do, than I was maybe 4 years back. So maybe in coming time, I will be for sure tell the things that I wanna, or work on, at least start working on the things that I wanna work on.
Okay. The reason why while these are personal things that we are talking about,
Hmm.
I want to now bring a bit of summation to the talk that we had. Uh,
Yeah,
Values that came up to me. We started with the burden of intellect. We kind of decoded what it means in today's times where our intellect
yeah,
starts working against us and creating problems. I think some of the things that came up for me in your journey have been the sense of humility, a sense of a term that I've heard recently, but it seems nice, and it seems that that is the one that works. What I would call deep listening.
hmm.
At least you're deep listening about people telling you something about yourself because you worked
Yeah,
on it. So I would want to think it is not just deep listening for the sake of it. You actually picked it
yeah,
up, made it your own process. So
yeah,
seized the initiative and said that I will make the change that is required.
yeah,
These are things that we don't speak about even to ourselves. We just get on to it. So you used responsibility. The ability to
hmm.
respond is what it really means. So you responded to your dark space with your work.
Yeah,
From there, you have actually started using this new space to create better, to be better, to be more self-accepting, and in turn of in the sense of being self-accepting, you also realize that you are accepting a lot of others. These are things that come out to me during this brief chat that we had.
yeah,
Here on, I see a lot of light thanks to your attitude. That effectively, most people do not understand that. We think, oh,
hmm.
it's quite easy. It's just, but it's not really the important thing. But I find as I grow that that is the make or break of anything. That all
Yeah,
the other qualities you mentioned, if you realize we at one point in the chat we realized that both the chintans are same if seen from outside, which is where you
yeah,
are sure no, but this is the change, the sense of self acceptance, and um, so there is light. And on that happy note, I would want to end. And
yes,
whoever sees this, they get light in their lives as well.
absolutely.
To everyone, and if you want, you can wish them so we can end the episode here.
Yes. Uh,
Yeah, you
yes,
want.
happy Diwali, right? What do I wish for? Yeah, it's gonna be happy Diwali, right?
Yeah.
So yeah,
Okay. Bye.
and thank you for having me for sure, and
Oh yes,
thank
we'll
you.
chat further off camera.
Yes, we will. A lot to be done.
Yes. Bye.
Bye, bye. Thank you.
Thank you.